In this lesson I will continue with vector math, and it will be about a cross product. And similar to dot product, you can use it together with an external object to get a really good result. And it's easier to just show you how it works. So we start with changing the plane a bit, I think. So select the plane and then just press tab, so you go to edit mode and press 2, so you work with the lines here, and select this line here, and then press E for extrude and just press Z to lock it in the Z axis and just drag it up a bit like this. So we have something like that. And now just press tab, so you go back to object mode. Now we can start working with our shader editor here. So from the normal, you drag out and you write cross, and then you will find cross product here. So we have 2 blue input and we have 1 blue output. That means that cross product will do like a third vector out, so it will not be a scalar value that we had from the dot product. So we get the distance, but we also get the coordinates out, so we get a lot of stuff out here that we didn't get in the dot product. And that we can use in a lot of things, and one of those I will show you right now. And to show you, I need an external object. So we will create a new empty here. So press Shift A, go to empty, and then you select the plane axis. Move it up a bit, so G, Z, like that. And I think that will be great. So now select the plane again. So we get back to material and connect the vector from the cross product into the material output of the surface and set it to rendered view. So now everything is black because we don't have anything in the lower section here, and we can get it to get colored in different ways by just changing the values here. But what we can do more is that we can take our empty here and put that as an object in another texture coordinate, or we can also use this. So what we will do now is select this eyedropper here, go to the empty and take the object into the vector here. Okay, now we get something here. So what we can see now is that if you remember things here, then we have like a negative value here, and then we have that it's working positive towards the x-axis, so we get red. Here we have for the y-axis green, and when it comes to blue, it's about the z-axis, so it's go up and down. But if you look really careful here now, you can see that the empty points exactly at the center in the bottom here, and also in the center of the plane that is going like a wall here. So it measures this distance exactly. So we get it that, okay, this distance here has this height, and it is placed in exactly this position. So if I move it just pressing G, you can see that everything moves along this empty here. And if I rotate it pressing R, you can see that everything is rotating together with this empty here. So that means that when you would like to aim at something, you can use this way for putting out spots in a certain place, or to make really like a laser sight, or if you want even to want eyes to follow someone, then you can use the cross product. And I will show you a couple of examples to that. So we select the plane here again, and after cross product we just select the length here. So just drag out, select length, and now you can connect that into the material output, and you can see immediately that you get 2 dots here. So if I now drag this empty out in the x-axis, like gx, far away like this, you still see that dot here. So I'm like aiming at the wall here. If I now just rotate this slightly by pressing R and Z, you can see that I'm really aiming here, and it could be far, far away and it will still aim correctly. Even if I go up and down, it will aim correctly using this here. So if you want it to be like a sun or that goes around here and just make a shadow on a certain place, or like a light on a certain place, or you will aim it, have it like an aim for sight for weapons or something like that in a game, then you can use cross product in your material. And you can do exactly the same thing with this plane. So that plane will of course follow what place this is on. So it's exactly the same thing, but I can just show you how it will look, and it's really fun. So we can take away this plane right now, pressing delete, and we can add the Susan the monkey. So Shift A, go to mesh, we go to monkey here, we subdivide it a few times. So I go to the modifier properties, add a modifier, subdivision, and put this to 3 and put that at 3, and we still see some faces here. So we go to object and shade auto smooth. So now we have that in, and we create a material for it. So we press new, and we just do it like something like this, just so we can see that it's a material. Now we press tab. First press A to select everything, and then assign material. So now everything has this material. Then we add another material here. So we press the plus sign, and we select the material we did from the beginning. And now we just click on the eyes here, but before we do that, we press 3. So we are working with the faces. So hold down Shift and just select these eyes here. We can take that, and we can use this one here. And we can also take those that are outside, I think. So we just take these as well. Yes, so we have those selected, and we have these selected here, like that. I think there are even more here, so we can do like this, that we take away the modifier property, or we unlock it so we don't see it. And then we can press Shift and Alt. Just select that one again, and take Shift and Alt and select that part again. So now everything is okay like this, and now we can activate subdivision again, and now go back to your material, select the material with the cross product in, and press assign. So now we have that in here. Now I would like to do some more with this. So what I would like to do is that we first of all go out from this, just pressing tab. So we have these eyes here, and they're really glowing. And then we take the empty and move it in front of the monkey like this. So we can see it from the Z view. Just G to move it here, and then we can take and just move it up. So G and Z like that, and now you have it in front of it. And you can also see that now the monkey is looking at this here, but it's rather sharp, so we need to fix that. So we go into the material again by selecting the monkey, and we add a map range here. So Shift A, and then converter, map range, see, so you have clamp in here, and then you can just drag this up here a bit from min, and you can also drag that down a bit so you get much sharper here. So now you have your eyes on your monkey, and it's not glowing because you have pressed clamp. So if you now move around pressing G and just move it, you can see that this is now following the empty in a good way. Now these eyes are not built for this, so we have some faces that are not working so well together with it, but the principle is there and you can really see how it works. So in the future, if you want to build some eyes that will follow something, you can just use it in this way. So that is what we can use a cross product for. So if you want to aim something at something else, then this is like a perfect thing to work with, the cross product. So that is really easy, just 1 or 2, 3 notes, and then you're finished. But still very useful. So hope you learned something in this lesson as well, and then we see each other in the next lesson. So just bye for now.